Today I received an email with a simple question. Can you tell me more about what a psychology professor teaches? On the surface, it seems straightforward, but the reality is far more expansive than most people realize. When people hear the word psychology, they often picture a therapist's office, someone listening, analyzing, maybe jotting down notes. But psychology is so much more than therapy. As a psychology professor, my job is to teach students about the science of human thought, behavior, and emotion. And that means exploring psychology from many different angles. Some days I'm teaching about memory, why we remember some things vividly and forget others. Other days we dive into neuroscience, exploring how the brain structure affects emotions and decision-making. We discuss why people conform to social norms, how early childhood experiences shape personality, and what happens in the mind of someone experiencing a mental disorder. Psychology is an endless journey into understanding human nature. Beyond the classroom, my role as a professor includes mentoring students, guiding research, and encouraging people to think critically about the world around them. Psychology isn't just an academic subject, it's a way of understanding life itself. A psychology degree is as flexible as it is fascinating. While some students go on to work in clinical settings, many apply their understanding of human behavior in fields like business, law, education, or technology. The ability to analyze thought processes and behaviors is invaluable in any profession. If that excites you, psychology might just be the perfect path for you. If you're in high school and thinking about majoring in psychology, you're not alone. It's one of the most popular majors in college, and for good reason. Psychology helps you understand people, why they think, feel, and behave the way they do. That knowledge is valuable no matter what career path you choose. So what does a psychology major actually study? Psychology is a vast field, and every student begins by building a strong foundation. The history and major theories, behaviorism, cognitive psychology, psychoanalysis, and humanism, set the stage for deeper exploration. From there, cognitive psychology delves into how the mind processes information. Why do we recall some memories vividly, but forget others? How do we develop biases or solve complex problems? Meanwhile, research methods and statistics give students the tools to design studies, analyze data, and interpret behavior scientifically. But psychology isn't just about the mind, it's also about the brain. Neuroscience helps us understand how neurons communicate, how emotions are tied to chemical processes, and how conditions like anxiety and depression have biological underpinnings. Developmental psychology takes a broader view, tracing human growth from infancy to old age. Social psychology examines the unseen forces that shape our interactions, from peer pressure to political movements. And at the heart of mental health studies, clinical and abnormal psychology explore the complexities of mental disorders and the evidence-based therapies used to treat them. Each of these areas contributes to a larger understanding of what it means to be human. Whether studying the brain, behavior, or society, psychology gives us a deeper appreciation for the forces that shape our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Many students enter college thinking psychology is all about therapy. But in reality, most psychology majors don't become therapists. A psychology degree opens doors to many different fields: business, law, education, marketing, and even technology. Psychology isn't just about absorbing information, it's about applying it. That's why research is at the core of what I teach. Every psychology student must learn to think critically, design experiments, analyze data, because in psychology, what we think we know is only as strong as the evidence supporting it. For students considering graduate school in psychology, if you're already a psychology major and thinking about grad school, the big question is, what do you want to do with psychology? A bachelor's degree in psychology is broad, and while it can land you a job in human resources, sales, or social work, it often isn't enough for specialized roles like clinical psychologist, researcher, or professor. That's where graduate school comes in. If you want to become a therapist or clinical psychologist, you'll need a graduate degree. A master's in counseling psychology or clinical social work can qualify you for counseling roles, but if you want to diagnose and treat mental illness as a licensed psychologist, you'll need a Doctor of Psychology (PsyD) or a Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology (PhD). The PsyD is more practice-oriented, while the PhD is research-focused and ideal if you want to teach or conduct studies. If you're more interested in research or academia, a PhD in psychology is the way to go. With this degree, you can conduct psychological studies, work in research institutions, or teach at the university level. For those interested in neuroscience, forensic psychology, industrial organizational psychology, or cognitive science, specialized graduate programs exist to train you in these areas. How to prepare for a career in psychology. Regardless of where you are in your academic journey, preparation is key. High school students considering psychology as a major can start building a strong foundation right now, taking courses like AP or IB psychology, strengthening skills in science and statistics, and developing strong writing abilities will provide an advantage in college. Volunteering in mental health or social work settings can also offer valuable real-world experience beyond the classroom. If you're an undergraduate psychology major, there are a few key steps you should take to maximize your opportunities. First, get involved in research as soon as possible. Joining a psychology lab and assisting with studies isn't just an interesting experience, it's essential if you're thinking about grad school. Hands-on research shows admissions committees that you understand how psychological studies are conducted and that you're serious about advancing in the field. Beyond research, finding an internship is another great way to gain real-world experience. Whether it's working in a mental health clinic, a research lab, or even a human resources office. Internships expose you to different applications of psychology and help you figure out where your interests lie. At the same time, building relationships with your professors is crucial. If you plan to pursue graduate school, you'll need strong letters of recommendation, and those come from professors who know you well, not just from a grade in their class, but from meaningful academic engagement. And while we're on the subject of academics, take statistics seriously. Psychological research relies on data analysis, and understanding how to interpret results will give you a competitive edge no matter what area of psychology you pursue. Lastly, explore your career options early. Psychology is an incredibly broad field, and talking to professors, professionals, and graduate students can help you narrow down your path and find a career that excites you. If you're already thinking about graduate school, now's the time to get specific. Psychology has many branches: clinical, research, forensic, social, cognitive, and it's important to know what area interests you most. Grad schools look for applicants with research experience, so if you haven't already, get involved in a lab and contribute to studies. Many programs also require the GRE, particularly the psychology subject test, so be sure to check the requirements for your target schools. Another critical part of your application is your personal statement. This is your chance to explain why you want to study psychology at the graduate level and how your experiences have prepared you for it. A strong, well-written statement can make all the difference in a competitive program. And speaking of competition, apply to multiple programs. Acceptance rates can be low, especially at top schools, so casting a wide net increases your chances of securing a spot. If you're wondering where to apply, some of the best psychology programs in the U.S. include Stanford, known for its research in cognitive psychology, neuroscience, and social psychology; Harvard, with strengths in developmental, clinical, and experimental psychology; and UC Berkeley, which excels in social and cognitive psychology. Yale is another great choice for research in perception, cognition, and neuroscience, while the University of Michigan is a leader in behavioral psychology and social science research. UCLA is highly ranked in clinical psychology, and Columbia University is known for its work in cognitive and behavioral research. But don't think you have to go to an Ivy League school to have a successful career in psychology. Many state universities have outstanding psychology programs with strong research opportunities and excellent faculty. Schools like the University of Florida, University of Texas, University of Illinois, and Ohio State University all offer strong psychology departments with research opportunities. The key is to find a program that aligns with your goals and offers the training and mentorship you need. Wherever you are in your psychology journey, the most important thing is to stay engaged, keep learning, and take advantage of the opportunities available to you. Psychology isn't just about understanding people, it's about applying that understanding to make a real impact in the world. If you're serious about pursuing psychology as a career, the best thing you can do is start preparing now. Take the courses that challenge you, get involved in research, seek out hands-on experience, and explore the many directions psychology can take you. This field is vast, stretching from clinical work to cognitive science, from social psychology to forensic analysis. Psychology isn't just about understanding the mind. It's about applying that knowledge to improve lives, shape policies, and contribute to scientific discovery. The more you immerse yourself, the more you'll refine your interests and find the path that fits you best. Whether you're just beginning to explore psychology or you're already on your way to graduate school, one thing remains true: curiosity is your greatest asset. Keep asking questions. Keep challenging assumptions. Psychology is an endless pursuit of understanding, and if that excites you, then you're already moving in the right direction. That's what I love about teaching psychology. It's not just about facts. It's about fostering curiosity, challenging assumptions, and helping students see the world through a deeper lens. Some of my students become therapists, others become researchers, and many apply their psychological insight to unexpected fields. But no matter where they end up, they leave with something invaluable: a greater understanding of human nature and a sharpened ability to think critically about the world around them.